My husband and I had to dig through our storage bins to find this outfit. I honestly thought we would be moved by now. Hi there, my name is Miah and I sew fantasy and alternative fashion clothing, like Lolita. If you don't know what Lolita is, I will have a lovely lore video up there in the cards explaining exactly what it is for you. And this is my series, Keep Sewing On, where I show you cool hand-sewn things and make you look at them with me for the purpose of inspiration, as well as to hype up the beautiful artists that make these things. As always, links to everyone's pages and potentially Etsy shops and all of that good stuff is always in the description box below. And anyways, let's jump into some fluffy goodness. I want to open up with someone from my local community. This is Sewn, and this is their handmade Country Lolita OP. I love everything about this look, first off. I've seen the half and half Idol Lolita dresses on Devil Inspired, but this doesn't hold a candle to it. It's so beautiful. And like the pose, the vibes, the beading lace. Are you kidding me? It's gorgeous. You've killed me. I am dead now. Thank you for serving me this look as my last meal. Before moving on to the other hand-sewn cords, I'm gonna be the absolute worst and plug my other friend from my local community, Allison. She is a Lolita and she runs a sticker shop. And these are some of her stickers. Aren't they marvelous? If you would like to check out her and her stickers, I will have her linked below. And let's jump into the fun stuff. The bulk of this video is going to be coming from members of the Lolita Sewing Collective. That's a Facebook group that has a lot of really awesome resources and support for newbie to expert Lolitas and newbie to expert sewists. I will have them linked in the description box as well, and do be sure to read all of their rules and respect their vetting process. I promise it's not that intense, and to be totally honest, if I can get in with this hot mess as my vetting picture, I think you'll be fine. Anyways, there were 3 Lolitas that asked to be featured, and I'm really excited to share their looks with you because they're just really gorgeous and fun, okay? Okay, first off, we're gonna look at La Violetta, also known as Jill. Before I show you her super impressive dress, I just want to talk about her method a little bit, because it is brilliant and opens a lot of doors. She went over to Spoonflower and she designed a custom border print in exactly the color and pattern that she wanted. And it's a heck of a novelty print, like it's a very niche thing that she wanted. It's a boba dress! She even named it. This is Milk Tea with Boba Pearl. I love that it sounds like something like a real brand would name a dress. She worked on this for well over a year, starting out with the sketching process, moving on to make a final vector, sending that into Spoonflower, fiddling around with it, and then finally getting her fabric in the mail to sew the dress. Which is incredible, by the way. She took inspiration from Angelic Pretty's Drink Me, and I actually find this really interesting because when I look at this dress, I don't see a clear inspirational path from this dress to this dress. And clearly Jill did. And it's just interesting to see how other people's creativity works, like how their brain strings things together. I just think it's cool. I like seeing people's brains. This isn't the only thing she's made though. She's also made this solid blue set, which included a skirt, a bag, 2 bows, a scrunchie, and a cute little mask. This brown tweedy Sherlock Holmesy dress is also a dress that she made, and I am obsessed with it. It's gorgeous. She also made this incredibly fun and kitsch bicycle dress, and I love this whole cord. Like the cardigan, and the beret, and the homemade JSK. They all come together to make just a really elegant and fun look. I find that prints can be hard to source and to work with, and we've seen her run the whole gamut of print types, you know? She has done like a static novelty print, she has done a plaid or a tweed, a plain fabric, and of course she did the holy grail, a novelty border printed fabric. And honestly, everyone is gonna have different fabric in their local fabric shops. Not everyone can find exactly what they're looking for, and obviously Spoonflower is an option. Or, you know, cutting 26 stencils and then printing your own border like a crazy person. Jill's method is probably the better move. Okay, this next fluffy creator can be found on Instagram at LiQWYD, and they are incredibly prolific. So I'm just gonna harp on her stuff for a little while. Strap in. She has done the whole gamut from military Lolita to sailor Lolita, and what I can only think to call sweet country witch Lolita. I love this subtle cherry print, by the way. Also, the intentionality in the skirt shapes is very nice. I'm living for the bell-shaped skirts, as well as these pleated, sculpted A-line skirts. We stan an intentional tailor on this channel. Also, this A-line JSK has a sewing notion print. That's so meta and fun. I love it. But the one that I really want to talk about, because of creative use of fabric, is this gingham and cherry OP. She used 2 different fabrics, and she pieced them together to make a border print. This is brilliant. And it's so cute. It's very cottagecore, and I really love it. Now, our last person who reached out to me over Facebook was Janine of Totodidum. I really love their name. And when she popped up, my jaw dropped and I got a tiny bit starstruck because I knew her work and I had been losing my mind over it already. This periwinkle dress is just dripping in fine details. It's got so many varieties of lace. There's so much beautiful detail without becoming overwhelming or turning into a lace monster, and I love it a ton. She's got another in a similar color scheme that's got tiny dolls on it. I think tiny dolls? Whatever it has on it, it's super cute. And that bib detail is so fun. She also did make a hat as well, and she deserves all of the street cred for this hat because it is incredible. Makes me want to make my own hat. Probably will have to do that at some point because I am incredibly jealous. Like, she finds some incredible prints, but then she also comes up with lovely details. Like this corset front, that is such a gorgeous detail. Like, it's classy, but it isn't exactly the same as what you tend to see everywhere. It looks brand new and classic all at the same time, and I love it. And this lovely blue one is going to live rent-free in my head indefinitely. Like, where did you source your lace? Did you have to dye it to match? She had to have dyed this. No one's that lucky, right? She's also done a plain fabric classic style one that is just absolute goals. I'm going to link her Livejournal below because she likes to do these blog posts that are like a step-by-step, totally in-depth process of how she made these dresses, and they're all lovely. So please check her out if you are at all interested in sewing for Lolita. Man, I'm not gonna be able to squeeze like everyone that I fell in love with into just one video. So I will for sure be doing more episodes on Lolita specifically, but there is one more that I want to share with you. This is Anxiety Box Cosplays. They're a baby, just 16, and they made their first JSK last month. And this photo set just made me so happy. Beginnings in general make me happy. But it really made my day to see them and their first handmade cord talking about like all of the other things they want to make and how they're going to join a community and just how in love with this fashion they are. It made me really happy. It was wholesome and sweet, and I wanted to bottle that and share it with you. So, Anxiety Box Cosplay, if you're watching this, I hope that you keep sewing on because it's marvelous. Marvelous! Okay, what was I doing? What was I saying? I was ending the video. Here we go. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of the video. If you liked this video, be sure to like it so that more awesome people like you can see it. If you want to support the channel, as well as my alternative fashion pattern making, including my Lolita sewing patterns, then you can go ahead and click the link below and donate to my Ko-fi. I currently have the Ko-fi goal of $400, and that will cover all of the textbooks, pattern making software, web hosting, and fabric that I have paid for the past year and a half while I have been starting and running this channel. And as soon as I break even, I'm going to release a totally free pattern just for you guys. And if you are broke, no worries. It means the world to me that you even just watched this video. I'm a small channel, so it's not that hard to make a splash. If you want to support me in a non-monetary way, liking, commenting, and sharing my video actually does do a ton in the YouTube algorithm, especially for a teensy-tiny channel like mine. Anyways, that's all I've got. Bye, friends! I really like these sleeves. They're just so fun. I need to make more of these blouses, but like better.